These are the new Pixel phones. This is the Pixel 8 Pro and this is the Pixel 8. And I know the price of these phones in India is... And I know there's doubts around the Tensor chipset. But if there's one area where they redefine Android phones is the software experience. Look, I'll show you the new AI features in action and some of them are mind-blowing. I'll also go in-depth on the new Tensor G3's performance. So yeah, if you plan on getting the Pixel 8 or even the Pixel 8 Pro, even in deals years later on, this is a video you need to watch. So this is the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 8 and I know you want to see the new software tricks, AI tricks in action. So let's start with that. So starting off, one of the coolest and the most popular tricks in the new Pixel phones is Best Take. So you know how when you're taking a group photo and someone blinks or someone looks away and the whole photo is ruined? Not anymore. On the Pixel 8 phones, you can use the Best Take feature to swap their face in the photo, and it was crazy when I saw it at the launch event, and it's crazier to see it in action live because it actually works really well. I love how seamlessly it swaps the face. Just look at this. This works when you have multiple group shots or even when you take a single shot with motion photos on. This is very good, not just for group photos, but also for pictures of babies and pets. Another software trick that's gonna blow your mind is the Magic Editor. What this lets you do is you can simply select a subject or an object and now you can resize it or move it around in the photo. This uses generative AI and does not work out the best always, but it's a crazy cool tool. Then there's the Audio Eraser, and this too is available in the Google Photos editor. So this feature identifies the different sounds in a video like speech, noise, music, wind, you get the idea. And now you can control each of these different sounds, reduce the noise, reduce any other unwanted sounds. It's so cool that you can do this so easily on a phone. Now this is the difference it makes. This is a video recorded in the new cinematic blur mode of the new Pixel 8 Pro. And as you can see, I'm standing on the road, so there must be a lot of noise. So let's see how good the Audio Eraser feature works in the Pixel 8 Pro. The Pixel 8 Pro also has Pro controls in photos. You can change things like the shutter speed, ISO, white balance manually, and this is pretty cool. Another new thing here is the new temperature sensor on the Pixel 8 Pro's back, and the phone has this thermometer app which lets you point to an object to detect its temperature. Now you can use it in the default mode or choose from one of these modes, be it food, beverages, ceramic mugs, and more. Now let me make it clear that this is not yet approved for any medical purposes, but we did try it out. We tried checking the temperature of people, coffee, but I'm not sure how useful this can be. Seems like a feature Google thought of during COVID, but took them a bit too long to bring it. Now, apart from these tricks, there's a lot more coming to these Pixel phones in the coming months. There's Zoom Enhancer, which looks really cool. There's Video Boost, which will obviously boost the quality of videos. Night Sight Video for better low-light videos. Google Assistant is also getting updated to integrate Bard in it. Google Messages is getting an AI composer. Yeah, we'll test out these features once they arrive, but it's these software tricks that make the Google Pixel phones so exciting, and some of these features are actually next level. Plus, add to that, and this is a big one, 7 years of OS updates, Pixel feature drops, and security patches. That means this will go to Android 21 in 2030. Now that's a long time away, but this is the best support you can get on a phone, even better than the iPhones. Now this is one Pixel feature I want every Android maker to copy. Now I know there has been some criticism to this news because unlike the iPhones, the Pixels aren't really well known for their long-term longevity or the fact that they have good after-sale hardware support. But Google has announced that spare parts of the Pixel 8 phones will be available for all these years, 7 years. So I'm hoping Google knows what they're doing. Anyway, on the plus side, when you buy a Pixel 8 phone like 1 year down the road or 2 years down the road, you still have a lot of updates to look forward to. But that's where my biggest doubt comes in, the Tensor chipset. See, there's been a trend going on with Pixel phones. When someone asks me, should I buy, say, the Pixel 7? I say, you can buy it for the best software experience, the best camera experience. But if you are an intensive gamer, no, don't buy it. And that's because of Tensor's throttling and heating issues. So the big question is, does the new Tensor G3 fix all of that? The answer is yes and no. Yes, it seems to have fixed the heating issues, but no, it does not fix the throttling. So these are the specs of the Pixel 8 Pro and even the Pixel 8 for that matter. And if you look at the Tensor G3 versus G2, the Tensor G3 is a Nona core chipset and it's 4 nanometer and brings newer, more powerful cores, higher clock speeds, and it shows in the benchmarks. You can see that the Antutu score is higher, and same with Geekbench when compared to Tensor G2. Yeah, it's still no match versus an 8 Gen 2 phone, but it is an upgrade to the G2. However, there are doubts. One, I'm not impressed by the stability in the 3D Mark tests. Second, the Pixel 8 Pro is highly inconsistent in benchmarks. Every other Antutu test revealed inconsistent results. Third, there's the throttling. Both the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 8 start throttling after a few minutes into the test and they go red. And this is on the default 20 threads 15 minutes test. In fact, we did this test multiple times on both the phones and there was always throttling. Now one thing to note, these phones do not heat up a lot in these tests, and that's because I think these phones are capped at like 40 degrees. So once the temperature rises above 40, these phones start to throttle. Now, very importantly, this does not show up in day-to-day performance or even during gaming. The temperatures remain fine after like a long gaming session and there's no lag or performance issues. But you know what the problem is? The throttling in these phones makes you a little doubtful, and that's sad because other than that, the Pixel 8 Pro is an out-and-out flagship phone with everything. It's got a premium design with a matte glass back and a polished aluminum frame. The camera bar is now sleeker. It now features a flat display, which I think a lot of people prefer. And as for the display, it's as flagshipy as it gets. It's a high-res OLED display with LTPO 120Hz refresh rate, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and it can hit a peak brightness of 2400 nits. That's crazy. And even in the real world, the display is very bright, and not just brightness, the colors, the blacks, the contrast, everything is what you expect from a flagship phone. There are also all the other features. You get stereo speakers, a fast USB-C port, an in-display fingerprint scanner which works fine. The face unlock is better too. It is set to meet the highest Android biometric standards, and that means it now works with banking apps, Google Pay, and more. The 8 Pro also has the IP68 rating, and the battery is slightly bigger, and you still get fast wireless charging support. The cameras are also upgraded. The main camera has a wider aperture now. The ultra-wide camera goes from 12 megapixel to 48 megapixel. The telephoto lens still takes 5x optical zoom shots and also has a wider aperture now. The front camera too has been upgraded to now include autofocus, which is really good because selfies from the Pixel 8 Pro are very good, very sharp all around, especially when taking group selfies. And as for the cameras on the back, Pixel phones are known for its cameras, and the Pixel 8 Pro takes some crisp shots with a lot of detail, amazing dynamic range, and good color accuracy all around. You know you're taking photos from a flagship, be it the main camera or the ultra-wide angle camera, and even the telephoto lens is really good. To give you an idea, here's a 5x shot from the Pixel 8 Pro versus a 5x shot from the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So comment below which one you like more. See, all in all, the Pixel 8 Pro is a flagship phone that has the specs and features to take on the latest iPhones, and it has its edge in terms of software features, AI capabilities, but it's once again the Tensor chipset that lets these Pixel phones down. I mean, imagine a Pixel 8 Pro with Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and you would have a flagship that's almost perfect. Anyway, the reality is the Pixel phones come with Tensor chipsets and they are priced at 75k and 1,07,000 in India. So yeah, that's a bit of reality, but I want to know your opinions on the new Pixel 8 phones. Comment down below, and thanks for watching.